Now, here now, the vertices is 0, positive, negative 4. The foci is 0, positive, negative 5. And so because of that, it is a vertical hyperbola. Now, what is the standard form equation of the vertical hyperbola? I'm talking about vertical.
Y squared over
It's
A
Y
squared.
squared over A squared minus X squared over B squared equal 1.
Thank you. So now, because of that, the transverse axis is on the y-axis, so I have to start with y. So y squared over a squared minus x squared over b squared equal 1. Now I have to find a and b. From the vertices here, I can know now what is a. It is 4. So instead of y whole, I put a. So it would be y squared over 16 minus x squared over b squared equal 1. Now I need now the value of b. From the vertices, this is a value, as we know, the vertices is a value of a. So a is 4. And the foci is a value of c, which is 5. So I need now to find b. How can I find b? By c squared equal a squared plus
Plus B squared.
y plus, since we have here minus, I have to put here a plus sign. Yeah, not in the y, sorry, but in the, they are opposite each other. Now a squared, here it's 16 plus b squared, it's unknown, equal 25. So because of that, b squared is 9. So I have now the value of b. So this will be my equation. Y squared over 16 minus x squared over 9 equal 1. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher, thank
Yes,
you.
teacher.
Now, look at this one here. Write an equation of a hyperbola with any given foci and vertices. Susan, can you write on the screen?
Yeah, I think I can.
Yes. Okay. I want you to solve 20.
Okay, do I just write on the screen or do I explain what I'm doing?
No, write on the screen and explain.
Okay, just a second. Wait, annotate. Yeah, I think I can now. Since the foci are on, let's just draw it. Since the foci are on the x-axis and the vertices are also on the x-axis, that means it must be a horizontal hyperbola. And let's say this is 3, and this is -3. So here are the foci. They will be inside the curve itself. So now we know it is x squared first, since it is horizontal, and it's going to be over a squared. And we know from the graph that our a is actually just 3, so it's going to be over 9 minus y squared, and then we need to find b from the Pythagorean theorem where we know both a and c. C is the distance from the center over here to one of the focuses, so it's 5. So it's going to be 25 is 25 minus 9 square root of them, which is going to be square root 16, which is 4. So b is 4, so going to write over here 16. And all of this is equal to 1. I'll just write equal to 1 down here. I think this is it.
Now, so Sam, how can we say that the value of A is under...
Oh, yeah, it should be, I made a mistake. It should be greater than B. Wait. 25.
Write the equation as C squared equal A squared plus B squared. Yes, yes, it's true. It's 16. If you put it as 25 minus 9, yes. Yes, Susan, you solved correctly, yes.
Wait, what? Oh, that's right. So in hyperbola, it shouldn't be. It's just the first one. It isn't a must that it's a B, right? Like B shouldn't be
It's a 16.
always less than A.
Yes, it is 4 squared, which is 16.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So the value of A, as she did, or the value of the vertices, it is on the x-axis. Thank you, Susan, so much. So I'm starting with x because here it is a horizontal hyperbola.
Peter, like it should be bigger than B, right?
No, I'm starting with x. No, just
Ellipse.
it's
Or
not
this
ellipse.
and the ellipse.
In the ellipse, to differentiate between them, I'm starting with the greater value, which is A. Here, no, the important for me is to start with x. This is most important, that I'm starting with x, I'm talking about horizontal. And every x, we have an A. With x, we have an A. In the ellipse, with A, it comes with not with the, I mean, no, if it is vertical, A comes with vertical. If it is horizontal, A comes with horizontal. Here, also the same. A, it must come with vertical if it is vertical, and it comes with horizontal if it is horizontal. Either that, if it has a greater value or not. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let's go to the problem 2. In this problem here, I want you, the objective from this problem is to analyze a hyperbola from its equation. Here, as you see, we have an equation. 9 sorry, it is 9y squared minus 7x squared equal 63. From this one here, this is an equation. He told me that this is an equation of the hyperbola. But as you say, as you see, it is not in the standard form.
It should
To make
be
it in the
divided by
standard
63.
form, I should divide by 63. So it comes like 9y squared over 63 minus 7x squared over 63 equal 63 over 63. I just distribute the 63 using distributive property on each term. Now after that, 9. Let's now simplify. 63 over 9 7 and is 9 is 1. So now the form or the standard form, it will be y squared over 7 minus x squared over 9 equal 1. This is my standard equation. Now after that, from this equation, I want to write the vertices, the foci, and the asymptotes of the hyperbola with this equation and sketch the graph. So this is my equation. Now since I'm starting with y, so this will be a vertical hyperbola. So it will be a vertical hyperbola, y squared over 7 minus x squared over 9 equal 1. Now, so let's say here that it is an vertical hyperbola with A is 7 or B is 7. Here, as we see, I'm starting with y squared, so A it will be under y squared. So A here is 7. So if A squared is 7, so A now is square root positive negative square root of 7. So the vertices are positive negative square لا sorry it is 0 positive negative square root of 7. From where I bring the vertices, look at y. Every time A, it must come with y. So since the transverse axis here is a vertical, because I'm starting with y, so A is on the transverse axis. So here we have the values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here we have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and -6. And the square root of 7 is between 4 and 9, so it will be approximately near 3. So I will put now here are the vertices of the hyperbola. Now, then after that, from here now, so A squared is 7, B squared is 9. From here, B squared is 9. So B is positive negative 3. So here we have the asymptotes, as we said. If they connect between them, you will make a B. So B here and here. So B here is 3, 0, and -3, 0. He asked me about the vertices. I found it. Now, the foci. How can I find the foci if we have now an A and B? It is very easy. If I have the equation that says C squared is equal A squared plus B squared, this is an equation that helped me to find the value of A or B or C. Since we have A squared, which is 7, and we have B squared, which is 9, it is given from the equation, I can find now C squared. So C squared is 16. So C is positive negative 4. Now, as you see, before that, the value or the magnitude of the focus C is most greater than the vertices. And yes, it's correct. C here is 4. So because of that, here we have a focus. It is inside the curve with 0, 4, and with 0, -4. So by now, we found the vertices. We found the foci. Its coordinate is, I have to write here, the foci, its coordinate is 0, 4, and 0, -4. The last thing, he asked me about the asymptotes. Here, the asymptotes. What I have to write now? Let's write here. Now, let's remember, in the vertical hyperbola, okay? Look at here. In the vertical hyperbola, the asymptotes is positive, negative, a over b. Positive, negative, a over b, x. So, the asymptotes here is y equal positive, negative, a over b, x. Where is a? It is square root of 7. Where is b? B, it's a 3. So, y is equal square root of positive, negative, square root of 7 over 3 x. Now, is it clear?
Yes.
Like you said, put the square root of 7 in the graph and the graph and you can touch them, or you make divide.
Sorry?
Like how we're going to put the asymptote in the graph. We are going to divide them already.
Sorry, can you repeat? But raise your voice.
The asymptote in the graph, how we're going to put them, like we choose another for x and solve them over top.
It's not clear.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Yes, but your sound is very, very low.
Teacher, I'm saying that can you read how we are going to put the asymptote?
Rose, wait, please. Can you speak word by word?
Okay, teacher, I'm saying that can you explain again how we put the asymptote in the graph?
How to draw them?
No, yeah, how to put them in the graph.
I didn't put them in, just I draw 2 lines that intersect at the origin and didn't cut the curve, just that. Yeah, I mean that if you have this curve as an example, if you have this one, okay, and as an example, here you have the hyperbola. Just you have to draw a curve, a line like this. Didn't connect the curves. And another one, here it have to be the, here it's like.
Oh, yeah, I got you, teacher.
It's like, no, wait, sorry. It's like this. It didn't cut the curve, just that. Then after that, I want to know where's the value of B. You have to make from this point to this point to this point to this point, the points where the curve come close to the asymptotes. Connect between them without, it's false, without cutting the curve. Now, because of that here, from this center to this point, we have an A. From this center to this point, we have an A. From this point center to here, we have a B. And here also, we have a B. So to know where is B, you have to draw rectangle. Is it clear now?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Now, do you see my slides?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what are the vertices, the foci, and the asymptotes of the hyperbola with equation 9x squared minus 4y squared equal 36? Sketch the graph. Now, please. Okay. Now, the equation here is 9x squared minus 4y squared equal 36. So the first step here, I have now to divide by
36.
36. So let's divide all of the terms by 36. Then we distribute 36 on them. So 9x squared over 36 minus 4y squared over 36 equal 1. Then after simplifying, so because of that we have now, sorry. So we have now an x squared over 4 minus y squared over 9 is equal to 1. Now I'm starting with x, so this is a horizontal hyperbola. Let's draw the axis now. Now, x squared over 4. So that means a is 4. So, a squared is 4. So a is positive negative 2. So because of that now, the vertices here is 2, 0, and negative 2, 0. And then here is 2, 0, and here is negative 2, 0. So this will be the curve. Then from here also, I can know the value of b squared. Where is b squared equal 9? So b now is positive negative 3. Here is b. It has 0, 3, and 0, negative 3. Then I want now to find c. To find c, I need the theorem or the equation that says c squared equal a squared plus b squared. C squared is equal a squared plus b squared. Now from here, a squared is 4, b squared is 9, so c squared it will be 13. So c is positive negative square root of 13. Sorry. So now the first side will be I have to write it here. The first side. I'm starting here with x, so it will be positive square root of 13, 0, and negative square root of 13, 0. Now, the square root of 13 it's greater than 3. That's mean like 13 is greater than 9. So it will be inside a curve. So my solving is correct. Now, square root of 13. If you want to see, it could be gonna be near square root of 16. So it's near 4. So it has to be here. This is the focus, and this is another focus. Here the focus is square root of 13, 0, and negative square root of 13, 0. Then let's now draw the asymptotes. From here, as you see, that's the values of b. It must make this rectangle. This is the value of b from here to here. Let's actually change the color now. This is the value of b, and this is now the value of a. Now, what I found the foci, the vertices. Now I need the asymptotes. The asymptotes here, if I want to find it, it is y equal positive, negative b over a or a over b x. Now, another way, look here, they have a b over a. In the previous one, it was a over b because it's a vertical. Here it's horizontal, so b over a. Where is b? It is 9. Where is a? It is, sorry. Where's the eraser? So b here now is 3. So it has to be 3 over 2. This is the asymptotes of this is the equation of the asymptotes. Positive, negative, 3 over 2x. Now, is it clear? Yes, is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, let's see. Let's solve the last one here. In this one, find the vertices, the foci, and the asymptotes if you have this equation. Now look at the first one. The first equation here, it starts with y. So what does it mean? That means I am in
It is a vertical hyperbola.
Thank you. So y squared over 81 minus x squared over 16 equal 1. So it is a vertical hyperbola. Now, okay, so what is the value of a? A squared is so a now is what? Positive, negative 9. So let's imagine that here is let's imagine that here is 9, okay? And here is negative 9. So the curve is, sorry.
Teacher, no, it's vertical.
The vertical, yes. Here is 9. And here is negative 9. So because of that, this is the value of a. From here, we can find a. And b also, it can be found, which is b squared over 16 So B is positive negative 4. So here is 4, 0, and negative 4, 0. Now, so what are the vertices from the, if I have A, so the vertices now is positive 0, positive negative 9, or 9, 0?
0, positive, negative 9.
0, positive,
0,
negative 9.
positive negative 9. This is a vertices now. Now, I need now the foci. If I have A and if I have B, can I find C?
Yeah, C squared
Yeah.
equals
C squared is A squared plus B squared. Now, A squared is 81. B squared is 16. So it is 797. It is a C squared. So C is the square root of
it
97.
is 9.3.
9.3. So it's greater than 9. So yes, my solving is correct. So now the foci is 0, positive, negative 9.3. I found now the vertices. I found now the foci. Let's find now the asymptotes. What is the asymptotes here? Here I have this rectangle. I have to draw now the vertices. So here, this is the value of B. It have to be here and here. So it's not here. It is here, negative 4, 0. Then it is B over A or A over B?
No, A over B.
It is A over B. So positive, negative A over B, X. Then after that,